Hello everyone, this is group 65 for LEX 2049. We are recording group discussion 4 and today we will discuss about technology. My name is Ong Shin Huey, my metric number is 206508.
My name is Mardhiah binti Ahmad Zamri, my metric number is 205765.
My name is Ong Xin Yi, my matrix number is 208420.
My name is Aina Balqis binti my metric number is 205931.
My name is Sharifah Hani Zafirah Alsagoff and my matrix number is 207857.
My name is Khairun Nisaa and my metric number is 208315.
My name is Farah Syazwanie binti and my matrix number is 207869.
My name is Tham and my matrix number is 206071.
Alright, so is anyone would like to go first?
Yes, let me start first.
Okay.
Can you guys see it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is my choice of news article for the technology section. This is from the New Straits Times. The title is New Chinese Man Submersible Reaches World's Deepest Point and written by AFP. And so basically, this article talks about how China's new manned submersible, which the name is Vendauge or Striver, that has parked at the bottom of Mariana Trench. For your information, Mariana Trench is one of the deepest oceanic trench in the world, and it is stated here it is deeper than the Mount Everest height. So they have parked at the bottom of the Mariana Trench on Friday. So this manned submersible has multiple dives in recent days, which set the national record of 10,909 meters, and it is a record for manned deep sea diving, which the world record is 10,937 meters. And this submersible is equipped with robotic arms, which to collect biological samples to conduct research, and sonar eyes that use sound waves to identify surrounding objects. It's making repeating dives to test its capabilities. As it carrying so much equipment, the engineers, so it is kind of heavy, so the engineers need to add a bulbous forehead shape to help maintain the balance when it's dive in the sea. So the mission to dive will also conduct research on the deep sea materials, which is kind of rare and limited due to its resources. And the Vendauge is expected to set standards for China's future deep sea vessels, according to this article. So I think that's all for this article. Thank you. Next person.
Okay, I would like to go next. Okay, so for the technology article, I choose this from Popular Science. Okay, so it's about the blind rhinos in flare security systems can help to stop poachers by Rachel this on November 12th. Okay, so this rhino, he is blind and is a black rhino known as mono. Okay, so as we all know that the rhinos are often poached for their horns, either for medicinal purpose or also for carving material. So to protect this blind mono, a high-tech security system is needed. Okay. So this technology is use a thermal camera technology, which known as FLIR systems. Okay, so why we need this one? Because we often know that at night, the park rangers and also wildlife keeper have difficulty to identify the poachers. So this how it works. The cameras will be placed in and around the mono boma. Boma is enclosures for animals, and this technology, it consists of thermal visions and also thermal vision hybrid units. Okay, and besides, it also functions as a good stand-in for CCTV camera. So this technology, it can function well and give a complete pictures for the animal regardless of the light levels or also the weather. it can also function in raining or misty weather. So this technology, right, it can give you two types. The above one is known as optical, and for this one, it's known as thermal. Okay. So it actually consists of 24 solar power cameras, and also it has a 360-degree camera unit with the 100 and 1080p video resolutions. Besides, it also have a special camera unit, okay, which it can trigger an alarm if someone is found approaching the enclosure. So this is there are three benefits for this technology, which can we keep the mono safe even with fewer security guards in the midst of these global pandemic situations, and it can also prevent the rangers from being killed by the poachers, and at last it can also protect the poachers and avoid them from involving in illegal exploits. So that's all from me. Okay, I would like to invite another presenter.
I want to go next. Did you guys see my article? Okay. I choose article from Gadget 360, written by Tanishka Sodi on 18 November 2020. It is about Google Meet's add feature to allow users to virtually raise hand in meetings. Google Meet has introduced a feature that will let participants virtually raise their hands in a meeting to ask questions or indicate that they want to speak. The feature comes in the form of a raise hand button located on the bottom of the screen during a meeting. On pressing the raise hand button during a conference on Google Meet, it will turn into a lower hand button that the participant can later use to lower their hands. Explain Google in a blog post. All participants are notified when someone raises their hand, and the icon appears on the participant's self-view as well. The feature is available to eligible users on Android, iOS, and the web. When a participant raises their hand on Google Meet, the meeting moderator will see a hand icon on the video preview. So the raise hand feature is not available for users with personal Google account, but it is available for users with workspace essential and AV as students with education. Google has introduced several new features to its video conferencing service over the past few months. Recently, Google Meet rolled out a feature that lets desktop users change their background on a video call. So we as a student, when lecturer asks, we can raise our hand using this feature. That's all from me. I would like to ask another presenter.
All right, I would like to go for next. All right, share screen. All right, can you guys see this?
Yes.
All right. Okay, this is the article that I found in BBC News, and the title is Tech 10, Will Better Batteries Persuade Us to Go Electric? So this article is about battery power motoring. And for information, this week, the UK government announced that sales of new petrol and diesel cars will be banned from 2030. Just one signal among many around the world that is a major shift to low carbon motoring is underway. But anxiety over the car's range and the initial costs are still issue for potential buyers because the cost is quite expensive. But they promise to be safer and lighter option, and researchers believe they can offer much faster charging, and they are all targeting 10 to 12 minutes. So that's what they think is the stop time, the convenient time to check your email for people who are moving on. And also, he cautions that we also need to realize that describing electric motoring as zero carbon may be wide of the mark. Is emission-free motoring, but the car has to be built, the battery has to be built, the electricity does come from somewhere. So on that theme, we also hear how one African country is making progress towards a zero carbon future. Yeah, so that's all for my article. Yeah. So would I like to go next?
Okay, I want to go next. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so the article that I chose is entitled Twitter Announces Fleets and Audio Spaces. 2 new things Twitter didn't really invent. And this is from Vox.com, written by Rebecca Hillway on November 17. So this article tells us about Twitter adding 2 new features, which are called Fleets and Audio Spaces. So the new feature has been tested in various markets this year, called Fleets. Looks a lot like Snapchat stories. Also, they look like Instagram stories that we see in other apps. Twitter is also testing out a new audio feature called Audio Spaces that largely resembles the embattled invitation-based startup audio app Clubhouse, which launched earlier this year. So this shows how Twitter, a famously public-facing platform, is attempting to expand how people interact on its platform. But the thing with what Twitter is doing right now is also what Facebook has done many times, which is imitating aspects of its competitors' successful products in an attempt to stay on the same footing. So these new features also indicate that Twitter, like Facebook, is increasingly interested in private and group-based interactions. Both tools, which were Fleets and Audio Spaces, show that Twitter wants to appeal to users who might be more reluctant to share publicly and permanently on the platform. But in terms of active users, people still use Twitter a bit less rather than Facebook, Instagram, or even TikTok. So it's no surprise that the typical conversation on Twitter is a short burst of high brevity exchanges back and forth between multiple people, says Twitter product lead Kayvon Bigpour. That's very powerful, but if we want to allow for a wider range of conversations to unfold, we need to support other formats. We need to support other use cases that help people have more thoughtful debate, more thoughtful exchanges that you can't pack into 280 characters. So this is when you type, you can only type 280 characters. So what he's saying is that he wants people to have other platforms where they can have more engaging conversations rather than just typing it out. So what exactly is the Fleet feature? For example, it allows users to post their followers' content that disappear after 24 hours. So this is exactly like Instagram stories, Snapchat, and also Snapchat stories. And it will appear at the top portion of the Twitter app, and it's accessible by clicking through someone's account profile picture. Okay, Fleets also can't be retweeted or shared, and replies to Fleet will be private. And then for Audio Spaces, it's an audio-based conversation tool, and Spaces builds on the audio tweet feature that Twitter launched earlier this year. And Twitter is also incorporating transcription features in 2021, following criticisms that the tool isn't accessible to people who are deaf or hard of hearing. So that is it for this article. Here are just more explanation. I think I want to pass it on to whoever wants to present next.
So I would like to go next. Thank you, Sharifah. So let me share the screen. Share. Oh, share. Can you guys see my screen? No. This one. Yes. Okay, so this article is from The Star, and the title is This app aims to help you understand what your cat's meows mean. So do you guys have pets at home? Like specifically for cats? Okay. And do you guys wonder what your cat's trying to say to you? Like, what you want? Okay, this cat. So actually, there's an app for us to understand what your cat's trying to say to you. So this app developed by a former Amazon engineer, and this app is called the Meow Talk application, and it claims to be able to translate your cat's meows into human language. Impressive. So such as they can translate, meow, I'm hungry, meow, I'm happy, meow, I'm in pain. So those are just 3 of the 9 translations proposed by the Meow Talk. So this app helps cat owners understand their pets. And then this app already available free of charge for iOS and Android. If you guys don't believe this article, you guys can check by yourself. You guys can check, search in your App Store or Play Store and install this app. And then this article, this one. The maker, I think this is the maker, Javier Sanchez. So he got this idea from when he got to see how the sausage was made. and how they train their models and work with all the data science platform. And he was fresh off the heels of that, and he was thinking, well, we could do something similar with cats, and it could be an app. So he's a smart person, okay? And this paragraph is about the benefits of this app due to the during COVID-19 pandemic. And so next, Javier Sanchez said that he is currently developing a smart collar that could translate sounds made by cats directly into human language. So this idea is from, if you guys watch Disney's movies Up, so there is a dog, right, in that movie. So yeah, he wants to make that collar for cats. So I think that's all from my article. So yeah.
So I will go next. So for technology section, I choose an article from SciTech Daily. The title is All-Powered Electronic Nose Sniffs Out Meat Freshness by Nanyang Technological University on 13 November 2020. Okay, so these scientists, a team of scientists led by Nanyang Technology University at Singapore, they have invented an artificial olfactory system that mimics the mammalian nose to access the freshness of meat accurately. So the electronic nose, which is e-nose, comprises a barcode that changes color over time in reaction to the gases produced by meats as it decays, and a barcode reader in the form of a smartphone app powered by artificial intelligence AI. The e-nose has been trained to recognize and predict meat freshness from a large library of barcode colors. So the e-nose, developed by NTU scientists, and their collaboration comprises two elements. One, a color barcode that reacts with gases produced by decaying meat, and a barcode reader that uses AI to interpret the combination of colors on the barcode. To make the e-nose portable, the scientists integrated it into a smartphone app that can yield results in just 30 seconds. So actually, the e-nose is like how mammalian nose works. The e-nose have 20 bars in the barcode edge as the receptors. As like mammalians, each bar is made of cytosine, a natural sugar embedded on a cellulose derivative and loaded with a different type of dye. These dyes react with the gases emitted by the decaying meat and change color in response to different types and concentration of gases. It is resulting in a unique combination of colors that serve as a scent fingerprint for the state of any meat. So the results that revealed by the researchers that 100% accuracy in identifying colors, meats, and 96 to 99% accuracy of fresh and less fresh meats. So I think this technology is very beneficial to everyone, as it could help to reduce food wastage by confirming to consumers whether meat is fit for consumption more accurately than a best before label. And also, this barcode helps consumers to save money by ensuring that they do not discard products that are still fit for consumption, which also helps the environment. So I think that's all from this news. Thank you. So how about you, Tham?
Okay. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Can you guys see it?
Yes.
Okay, so this news I get it from Syed, and this is the title. Has automation gone too far? Netizens have thoughts about South Korea's AI news anchor. Okay, so this news is from Yak Wan Xiang, written on 13 November. Okay, so you can see this is the actual person of the reporter, and this is the AI, artificial intelligence. Okay, so according to Korea Junang Daily, South Korean cable channel MBN became the first broadcaster in the country to report the news with the use of AI. Okay, so MBN has turned its news anchor Kim Joo-ha into the AI entity. Okay, so this is the conversation that is said by AI. So I was created through deep learning 10 hours of video of Kim Joo-ha, learning the details over her voice, the way she talks, facial expressions, the way her lips move, and the way she moves her body. I'm able to report news exactly the way that anchor Kim Joo-ha would. Okay, so actually this AI is made is because sometimes there are the reporters have to report the news continuously for 24 hours. So which make which means that if we use an AI, we don't have to rest like human do. Okay. So here is the test run with the AI, with Kim Joo-ha, the real Kim Joo-ha here, and the AI here. Okay, and Kim said that the pronunciation is correct, but just that is less like a human, like the emotional part is less likely a human. Okay, of course, an AI anchor can deliver the news faster than humans, but we have to wait and see whether it can capture feelings and emotions. Okay, so here are some reactions from the people in South Korea, and some of them agree with the AI, but some of them like not so keen to the AI form of reporters. And you can see that here, interestingly, some netizens jokingly say that they want their favorite idols to read news from now on. Okay, you can see IU, Ina, they want them to like read the newspaper. Okay, so that's all from me. So thank you.
All right, thank you. I think we are all done with our sharing. So let's choose 2 articles for us to include in this section, which is about technology. For me, I would like to go for Shen Yao's article, which is about AI news anchor. So how do you guys think?
I personally think that Shin Hui's news on the petrol is like can reduce down the petrol is quite good. I vote for Shin Hui's one.
Yeah, I agree. The news about petrol is very useful.
Yes, I am vote for Shin Hui also.
I vote Xun Hui and Xuan Yao.
I
agree for both of them.
Yes, I agree too.
For the articles.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, so the 2 articles that we choose is, for the first one is my article, which is about the battery motoring. And the second one is about AI news anchor from Shen Yao. So that's all for our discussion. Thank you.